nerf this.
Hey guys, welcome back to Clash with Corey. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Check out the details under my videos when you get a chance. I've got a lot of really good resources for you in there. I got links to my Discord server if you want to come hang out with me. I got links to WHF's recruiting Discord server if you're interested in joining the WHF family. Also got links to WHF's live streamers. So if you want to see some of our CWL Wars live, give them a follow. You'll get notified when they're streaming and you can see some of the action as it's going down. Today's video, we're going to go in depth on basically a variation of Sui Lalo that uses a blimp at the beginning of the attack to get some value and draw out the CC. If you're a league player and you're running into, say 50% Hound CCs, this is a must-know attack. This is one of the most efficient, fresh attacks for dealing with any CC that you might come across, alright? If you're coming in with a kill squad or something, and a Hound pops out, all of a sudden, your queen value's gone. You're not going to get your objectives that you wanted to get with that kill squad, and more often than not, it's a failed attack. So this attack that we're going to go over in depth today is just kind of the really perfect answer to anything that might come out of the enemy CC. So that's what makes it a really, really, really good option for fresh attacks. So if you're not a league player, if you never run into Hound CCs, I mean, sure, it's still a good attack to know, so you have the option, but really this one is specifically for league players because this is a must-know attack, especially on fresh hits. So with that, let's go ahead and get into this first replay. Yeah, this is just like a tier 1 base, God, maybe not even a tier 1. It's not about the base that's getting 3-starred. I'm just using it as an example right now as to the motions go through on this attack to make it successful. So if you look down at the army composition here, sure, we got, hounds and loons, all that good stuff for the Lavaloon portion. I want to draw your attention to the baby dragon and the poison, and we're going to take a look at how he uses that, because you can basically kill any air targeting CC that comes out of there with the baby dragon and poison. With that, let's go ahead and start this attack. So he's going to start this down at the bottom with that blimp. He's going to use a blimp and a rage. Another option is using that blimp. The blimp's full of max loons, by the way, just to get some value out of the base and usually, cut out some defensive pathing in it. Or cut the defensive ring. So with that, all right, let's go ahead and pause. Let's zoom in. All right, we have cut the defensive ring. Even all the way into the core there, we've cut through those defenses. He wanted to get a little bit more with those loons he was trailing behind, but he was a little bit early on them, so they didn't quite get as much as he wanted. That's okay. He's still going to get plenty. And you'll notice what's come out of the CCs there. We've got a baby dragon and a witch. When you're using blimp balloons to pull the CC, only the troops that can target air are going to come out. So that's what makes it so excellent for fresh hits. Because if it would have been a hound, loon in the enemy CC, nothing would have come out. Wouldn't have had to deal with anything. Alright, now this is unfortunate. I told you can pretty much kill any air targeting CC with a baby dragon and poison combo, and that is true. But in this case, he used an archer to draw out the enemy CC, so the skellies came with the witch. If he would have used a minion, the skellies would have stayed on the inside of the base, only that baby dragon and witch would have come out, and he wouldn't have had any trouble whatsoever with the baby dragon CC kill. As it is, all the skellies come over, the baby dragon locks onto them, and actually gets killed by the enemy baby dragon. So that's okay, not a big deal. He's still got heroes, and that baby dragon at least was still in the poison, so he's going to go drop his heroes down, get that CC the rest of the way taken care of. But, yeah, just a note there. If a witch pops out, use a minion to draw it over instead of a ground troop. That way, you only have to deal with the witch, not with her skellies. So he's using his Sui hero portion right here just to cut out some more value in the base. Here, let's pause it right here, too. You're going to see a loon came out of the enemy CC, and here's why. Always check the range on the enemy, on the defensive CC there. Because if you're planning on hitting a base fresh, and you're not going to draw Hounded Loon with your Blimp spell portion, Blimp Rage, Blimp Haste, if you go ahead and Sui your heroes straight into an area that's going to draw the enemy CC, then you're still going to have to deal with that Hound. So depending on the base, check that CC range, and make sure that the area where you're going to Sui your heroes isn't also going to draw the CC out, okay? So with that, he's going to get some more value out of this. That king's going to go ahead and grab this air defense, and queen's going to grab that wizard tower. All right, so let's pause it right here because he's really not going to get that much more value out of his hero portion. But look at the chunk of the base he's carved out right now. The only thing left standing there is like a single target inferno, which if you're going to end on it, which he is, not that big a deal. It can only target one loon at a time. You get a decent little pack of loons going into it. You know, nothing to worry about. All right, so we'll go over the Lalo portion a little bit. This is not a pathing video, you know what I mean? Not a loon drop video. This is more about the specifics, the startings of this attack, and what sets you up successfully for the Lalo there. So he does haste some loons into the base, and then has a rage that covers, you know, a nice group of defenses, but more importantly, the area where he's going to kill that enemy queen. Does have a skelly spell that he gets down on her and gets that enemy queen killed and taken care of. So loons are coming around the back side of this base now. Has a haste coming into this section. Very nice, very nice. Gets that taken care of. And at this point, he's got a heal that he really doesn't need. You know, I don't know, a lot of folks bring a heal as a kind of a default with their Lalo army, and I get it. It's nice to heal up a pack of loons towards the end of the raid. But I would argue that if you're going to end on an area with no real splash damage, or you don't think you're going to be ending on a bunch of red bombs, sometimes I think a rage is going to be more effective. If you're just ending on, like, you know, a couple air defenses or something like that, sometimes that rage will be more effective than the heal. So look where you're starting, where you plan on starting, look where you plan on ending, and, you know, bring spells according to that. But, you know, if you're going to end on any sort of splash damage area, or you suspect he's got some serious red bombs towards the end of your loon pathing there, then yeah, definitely go with the heal. So very nice fresh triple from Credit. You know, I know it was just a tier 1, but we're going over the mechanics of this attack and why it's so good of an option for a fresh hit. So now we're going to look at another fresh hit. This is going to be Sir Bacon's hit on number 21. Going to be, I believe, Max Town Hall 10 this time, so if any of that matters to you guys. Now check this out. So it's going to do kind of the same thing. He leads in with several loons to start this raid, and then gets the Blimp in there a little deeper to tank for them. So he's gonna get massive value from this. Honestly, a lot more value than I would have thought I would have gotten on it. So you're gonna want to practice this combination, and practice it a lot if you're gonna get good at it, because the value that you get out of the loons and those Blimps definitely varies. It can vary a lot. And here, let's pause it again. You notice he didn't bring a baby dragon this time. That's a matter of personal preference. I like to bring it because it gets that CC taken care of, and it cuts in a side of the funnel for your suicide heroes, so that they don't, you know, they don't wander, they don't spread out. That king can stay right in front of that queen. A lot of times she'll clear a whole side of the base. It's really crazy. He likes not to bring a baby dragon. That's fine. He wanted some more loons. He does have a poison, and gonna go ahead and poison the enemy CC and deal with it with heroes as part of his Sui portion. So totally a matter of preference there. And he's going to go ahead and pick up another wizard tower with this Sui portion. So he's already taken out 3 out of 4 wizard towers in this base. Huge value. Also, cut the defensive ring. I'm not sure if he was planning on getting that far in there, but he did, and that's excellent. So there we go. Pops queen, gets that wizard tower down. She's going to grab the archer tower too, maybe. Yep, sure enough. So really nice value there. Once again, this was a fresh hit. Funky CC that came out of here with some wizards and goblins, and I don't know, maybe a Valk in there deeper. I don't know. I didn't count them, but really funky CC there. But, you know, once again, if this would have been a Hound Loon, nothing would have popped out, wouldn't have had to deal with it. Yeah. So it comes in with the Lalo portion, once again, using those Hounds to tank out in front, bringing loons in behind, direct targeting all those defenses. You know, rage as you get deeper into the base, into some of those higher hit point buildings, covers a wider area too, so very nice Lalo portion. Looks like the queen already went down. She must have got caught by a loon drop, but he did get that skelly spell down on her, so she went down very quickly. Very nice queen kill there. Unfortunately, he does have some loons that cut across the middle of that base. They just got lagged behind that main group, and then when they got out ahead, even though the defensive ring was cut, they kind of cut over. Not a big deal. He's got more than enough loons to finish this raid. Once again, he's ending on a wizard tower, so beautiful, beautiful heal right there. That wizard tower is not going to do nothing. Even if that haste wasn't there, you know, couldn't have taken down a pack of loons and a heal, not even close. So beautiful hit by Sir Bacon on this one. Once again, using that Blimp to cut out a section of the base and pull any air targeting troops out of the enemy CC. Then using the heroes to you know, get some more value. You know, you can use them to kill the enemy CC, and then, you know, take out as many more objectives as you want. Help shape that base for the Lalo portion. So beautiful hit by Sir Bacon there. Now we're going to look at Dial's hit on number 20. This one's just a little bit different. It's not a fresh hit. It's going to be a cleanup hit. And you can see that from his spell and troop composition. There's no baby dragon, and there's no poison, all right? This is a Houndloon in the CC, or at the very least a CC that can't target air. Most likely going to be a Houndloon. So since it's a cleanup hit, he knows that. Doesn't need to waste space with the poison. He can bring an extra haste. You know what I mean? Doesn't have to bring a baby dragon. He can bring extra loons. So you get that little bit of advantage if you're going to use it on a cleanup hit. You know, and if it's already confirmed to be a Houndloon in the enemy CC, then you get that added value of not having to deal with that enemy CC at all. So once again, I told you guys the value is kind of fickle on these things. You got to practice these blimps a lot to kind of get an idea what value you're going to get. He sent in probably 3 loons behind that blimp, so I'm thinking he wanted to get that expo. Doesn't quite get it. Not that big a deal. This one's also going to be, so you look, he didn't get the expo, he didn't cut the defensive ring, so it's going to be a different style of Lalo. Instead of being a rotational Lalo that we saw in those first 2 attacks, this is going to be kind of more like a spam Lalo deployment. It's definitely not a spam Lalo. He drops them surgically on the way going in, but the way that they move through the base, through the path that is left, is definitely going to be more of a spam Lalo type Lalo portion. So it brings in the heroes on the other side, you know, grabs some more value over on that other side, and you'll see that we're left with kind of a nice path through the base. Not super skinny, but it's not super spread out either. So go ahead and get some hounds in ahead of those loons, direct targeting each one of those defenses on the edge, and then hasting them in as well. Once again, gets a rage, covering some high hit point defenses, and also that queen kill. So she's going to go down very quickly, very nicely. Got some minions in there helping with that queen kill as well, and she's down. Now we got haste coming through to this back side of the base. Definitely has that heal. Great choice, because he's going to be ending on a double wizard tower section. Yeah, necessary heal there. And then a haste inside that heal to speed him through as well. You know, sometimes just a heal is not enough to keep your loons up. There was not, aside from the 2 wizard towers, there was a single target inferno in there. There was a Tesla in there. So a lot of damage as well as just the splash damage there. So definitely with the heal and the haste, really good option to get him through that section, and really crushes this base. So, you know, I hope I've been clear about this. There's definitely gonna be different style Lalos you can do, but this, once again, this is such an awesome option on as a fresh hit, because no matter what comes out of that CC, you have a plan for it. You know what I mean? You're going to kill the air targeting stuff with a baby dragon poison or a poison heroes. If it's a Houndloon, you don't have to do nothing. You can use that poison as part of the queen kill. You can use that poison later on as, you know, if air skellies pop up, you have that utility poison to use. So as opposed to kill squad based hits, or even, you know, any hits where your queen's going in like Bull or Witch, you know, that's going to be somewhat resistant to a hound stopping you with a Bull or Witch, because you have so many other troops in on that attack. But still, it's going to get your queen caught up for quite a while. And, you know, it can have a disastrous effect if you're running into an unknown hound. So this one, if you're a league player, if you're running into hounds on fresh bases, you have to know this attack. And not only know it, but you got to practice the crap out of it. You got to get good at it if you're a league player. It's such a vital attack to know for fresh hits, especially, or also for Houndloon CCs. You know, as a cleanup for Houndloon CC, you know, you can definitely defend minors. There's a lot of bases that cause minor fails. So having this attack in your arsenal as well, if you're a league player, is absolutely essential. I hope you guys liked the video, and I'll see you in the next one.
Nerf this!